Hey guys, hey, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to TPL TV. My name is Princess and you are now in the Princess Lifestyle. So today I'm here to bring you guys an ultra feminine makeup tutorial. This is like the peak of femininity, and I am here to give you guys this tutorial because I have been watching a lot of femininity centered videos on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of videos from Chrissy and Chloe and well, probably just those two, and then a few other people sprinkled in that I'm trying to get into. But I feel like they do a great job of giving advice about being feminine and being a woman and how to level up and all of that stuff. And they're always saying, you know, put on makeup, and you know, sometimes when you feel like crap, put on a little bit of makeup and it can up your spirits. And that's all very true. The one thing that I feel like is missing from the feminine space is an actual feminine makeup tutorial. So here you guys go. So per usual, I start with my primer. I use Milk Makeup Cooling Water Primer. And now I am concealing and correcting using my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Sable. Remember, use a foundation or concealer shade that is a very rich red undertone if you're my complexion, and use that to cover up all of the dark marks on your face before going in with foundation. So the foundation that I'm using today is also from Milk Makeup. I'm going to be using a lot of Milk Makeup's products in this video. I'm using their Blur foundation in the shades Cocoa and Mocha. I mix the two together to get my perfect shade, and I'm going to be mixing Cocoa within this to get the perfect shade because it's almost there, almost, but I'm going to add a drop of something in there, you know what I'm saying? So I mix the two shades together, and then I use a beauty blender for this product because it is so liquidy. I don't want it to look like cake makeup on my face. I want my natural skin to show through. So I'm using a sponge. I think this is my blender from Huda Beauty. I really like that blender. So I'm going to use that to get an even coverage all over my face. And then I'm also going to use a dense brush, which you see me using now, on my neck area, because I just want to make sure I'm even all the way down. I'm not putting too much on my neck. That little swipe that you saw in the beginning, that was all that I used for my entire neck, and I also used the sponge to remove some of it. So I'm just getting the next side, the other side of my face, and I'm making sure that I spread the foundation evenly over my entire face. Don't worry about where you concealed and corrected. If you allowed that product, whatever you used, in this case I used foundation, if you allowed that foundation to sit and settle onto your face before going in with foundation, then it won't move. So now I'm using Milk Makeup's Flex Concealer. I'm using the shade, what's it called? I'm using Cinnamon right here. First, I use Cinnamon, and I get all of the areas of my face that I want to brighten, which are my under eyes, my forehead, the smallest part of my chin, because I don't want to accentuate my whole chin because I have a big chin. So I'm just trying to, you know, highlight just the middle area of that to bring it forward. And then, I don't know if I already said my forehead, but I am highlighting my forehead. And then I will highlight the bridge of my nose. And I highlight the center of my lip also so that I can raise my top lip, get like, you know, a little filler action going, a good lip lift situation, you know. And then I'm going to take a brighter concealer, and this is the shade Caramel. And I am just putting that in the corners, like the closest inner corners of my eyes, because I want that to be very bright. That helps to bring out the colors in my eyes. That also helps to lift that area, and that also helps to snatch the nose. Okay, so that's a quick little tip for nose contouring. Nose contouring does heavily involve the highlighting process, so it's not all about the contour, it's also about the highlight. Okay, so what I'm doing now is allowing that concealer to set onto my skin properly. And I give it time to set because if you blend it out too soon, the coverage will not be as full. So give it about, I'd say 20 to 30 seconds of setting. I speed up the time by using one of my handheld fans. And then after I feel like it has set enough, I go in with my same blender. And I actually use the same side that I use for foundation so that while I'm blending it out, I am also applying my foundation color to make sure that there's no line of demarcation between my highlights and the rest of my face. So I won't look like I have a sharp, stark highlighted area under my eyes and then the rest of me is brown. You know what I mean? So that's how you balance. You use some of your foundation in your highlight, if that makes sense. And I always blend out the outsides of my highlight first, okay? I know I'm talking fast. If I'm talking too fast, you can slow down the playback. I've heard people say that. I don't know how to do it. I haven't tried, so just, you know, figure that out. You know what I'm saying? So when you're blending out your nose highlight, you want to be very, very precise. You don't want to spread that nose highlight wide because what you're trying to do is snatch the nose. You're not trying to make your nose look bigger. You're trying to make your nose have the structure that you have in real life on camera. You feel me? So now I'm contouring and I'm using my cream contour product from Huda Beauty. This is called the Huda Beauty TanTour product. I've said it in a video before. I won't say that this product is like the end-all be-all to all contouring products, but it is a really, really good contouring product. And if you get it for yourself, you will love it. It will be a product that you reach for every single time you do your makeup. So if you're looking for a cream contour product, if you do not have a cream contour product, you do need it. A lot of people say, oh, I don't cream contour. I don't think I need it. You do. You do. Powder contour is great, but cream contour is most beautiful because it gives a skin-like finish. You can never get the best skin-like finish with powders. You always have to start with creams. If you don't start with creams, your final look will be pretty, sure. That's great. But if you want to be the girl, okay, if you want to be the girl, you know, if you want to be me, if you want to be the girl, you need to start with cream products, please and thank you. Let's not be lazy, okay? Let's do it all or do nothing. You feel me? So I'm just using another dense buffing brush to blend out and to apply this cream contour product. I'm getting it in all of the places that I want to, what's a word other than contour, that I want to bring in, that I want to add depth to. I want my cheekbones to pop severely. They already pop on their own, but I want them to be pop, pop, you know? So that's why I added it to my cheeks so that they can have a lifting situation. I added it to my forehead because I want my forehead to look a little bit, just a teensy bit smaller. So I added a little bit around there. And then I hit my jawline because, you know, we got to get that double chin going. You know what I'm saying? So I added it to my jawline. I added it to my chin, the outer parts of my chin where that highlight isn't. And I added it right there to create more of a heart-shaped look to my face. You feel me? I'm giving y'all all the tips and all the secrets. Y'all better be watching and taking notes, okay? So I did all of that. And now that I've blended everything, and you want to make sure that you blended everything. Don't make any moves until you blended everything. So now that I've blended everything, I'm going to go ahead and set my neck area with my all over face powder. And this is the MAC Studio Fix powder. This is a holy grail, an oldie but goodie. My mother actually introduced me to this powder when I was just a little girl. I mean, I wasn't allowed to use it, but I got all that from her, from my mom. So that powder is a staple. You need it in your collection. If you don't have it, you're playing games. If you don't have it, you might have something else, but if you use this powder from MAC, I'm sure it will probably be better. Okay, so I'm putting on some cream blush from Milk Makeup. This is a very subtle blush. I use that as a base to the powder blush that I'm going to apply later on. So now I'm setting my under eye. I'm using my Laura Mercier medium translucent setting powder. You all know that Laura Mercier has their regular translucent setting powder, which is a white color, but it does not stay white on the skin. And then she has this one, her medium translucent setting powder, and this is, you know, for us brown girls. It's a really good powder. I love the finish of it. It never does me wrong. I mean, unless you use too much of it, you can't go wrong with using this powder. This is a powder that's going to last you all day. It gives a beautiful finish to the under eyes. It just smooths and buffs everything out. Makes your under eyes look very tight and very lifted. And she also has the same powder. It's this same Laura Mercier medium translucent setting powder, but it has illuminating properties in it. I'm not using that powder right now, but I'll use it in my next tutorial just so that you guys can see how that works, because I know that you guys will probably want to see. That is not for everybody. You don't use that powder to bake. I would use that powder to like blend out the under eye, because it adds these almost invisible but not invisible gold reflex to your under eyes. It's just really beautiful. Perfect for wedding makeup. Anyway, okay. So I'm going in with my bronzer right now, and I'm using a very fluffy angled brush. I think this brush is from Sedona Lace. I bought this brush years ago and it's still intact. I'm using my Fenty Beauty SunStalk'r bronzer to bronze my entire face and to basically set my contoured areas. Everywhere that I applied contour, I am applying that bronzer, and I also mixed that bronzer with 2 shades from my Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette, which were, I think it's Jamata and Kufuru. Those 2 shades, the brown shade and the red shade. So I combined the 2 to make this, because I wanted to blush myself down in a sense also. So as you can see, my cheeks are flushed with like a pinkish red situation going on to match the red silk kimono that I'm wearing. And yeah. So now I filled in my brows, and I went ahead and filled in my brows first to make things easier for you guys, because I know a lot of you are more practical than I am when it comes to makeup. So you fill your brows in first and then you clean them up with concealer, which I do the opposite sometimes. I'm always changing it up, but this time I went ahead and filled in my brows, and then I'm cleaning it up with concealer, as you can see. And yeah, once I clean it up with concealer, I go ahead and mute the entire eyelid with that same concealer that I'm using to clean up my brows. I'm just going to do that so that I can have a base for the eyeshadow that we're going to be getting into. And I am going to be using 2 palettes from a new company that I've never talked about on my channel. This company is called Wander Beauty, and I really I'm surprised at how much I like their products. Like, not even like, I love their eyeshadows. They have a lot of things. They have brow products, they have liners, they have lipsticks, they have lip gloss, they have plenty of stuff, and a lot of skincare stuff also. But I am like really enjoying their eyeshadows. They're so buttery. Their eyeshadow kits are like ready-made, and I feel like that totally easily coincided with this video that I'm making, because I'm teaching in this video in particular how you guys get feminine makeup, get it quickly and get it simply. This is like this is your go-to makeup tutorial for anything. Anytime you're ready to go out, you don't know what look to do, this is it. This is it, and these are the products. This is it, and these are the products. That's it. So I'm using these 2 shades from Wander Beauty. The first shade was called Bubbly. The second shade is that dark brown shade that I'm just washing into my crease, and it's called Swift. All I did was use, 2 shades, maybe 3. Oh, I did use 1 warm shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette, but you can use anything for that. It's not even totally necessary. So I'm just using 2 shades for this eye look, and it's so beautiful, but so simple, you know? And this is like I mean, you don't even have to go further than this, but of course, you know I am. So I'm using my Milk Makeup Longwear Gel Liner in the shade BCC. Yeah, I believe it's called BCC. And I'm just adding that white to my waterline because, well, it's not white. It's more of a cream shade. It looks white on me because of my skin complexion. But I'm adding that to my waterline just so that when I smoke out my lash line, as I'm doing, it's going to pop more. And once again, that is going to bring out the beautiful brown tones in my eyes. That's just a quick little tip for us brown-eyed girls and gals and guys. All of us. So I add some mascara. I believe I use my Laura Mercier Volume Effect mascara. And I'm just drawing a line with lash glue. Now you guys don't have to do this. If you want, I can do a how to apply lashes tutorial. But honestly, this is the easiest way. It might be scary for some people because you may feel like, oh, I might get it in my eye. You're not going to get it in your eye. You're careful, right? Maybe not. I don't know. But this is the easiest way to apply lashes. It might be scary, but it's the easiest way. I can promise you that. So anyway, lashes are on. So let's go ahead and move on to the lips so that we can get done. I am using this new lip liner that, I don't know if it's new actually. It's new to me. It's from Morphe and it's in the shade Bar. I am so shocked at how much I love this lip liner. I am definitely going to be buying more of these lip liners, and I am using the shade Ashton from Anastasia Beverly Hills as my lipstick. If you are going to shop at Morphe for anything, go ahead and use the code GLAMFAM497 and you get $5 off your order. And if you're going to shop at Juvia's place, go ahead and use the code Princess and you get 10% off your order automatically, okay? And Juvia's place is having a huge sale right now. You might want to check that out. That's all I'm saying, okay? So anyway, this is the lip. I am going to add my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb on top. What's that gloss called? I think it's called Fenty Glow. It's the very first Fenty lip gloss that was ever released, what, 2-3 years ago? Absolutely gorgeous. I could have left the lip like this, but because the eyes were so shimmery, I said, hey, why not? Let's add a gloss and really give the girls a run for their money, okay? So I'm adding my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. I added about one layer and then I added one more layer just to my top lip, just to the center area of my top lip to give it a more of a pouty look. And I'm gonna get my bottom lashes. I should have used my Fenty Beauty mascara for my bottom lashes. If you guys don't have that mascara, you definitely need it. That mascara can get anybody's lashes, especially bottom lashes, okay? So anyway, let's quickly fix the hair. After I fix the hair, we're gonna do some highlights, okay? And I just wanted to do this look mostly because I had been watching Mad Men. I'm done with the whole series now. Really sad because I love that show, but I've been watching Mad Men, and it's a show set in like the 60s, and I absolutely love all of the women on that series, especially Christina Hendricks. You guys have heard me talk about Christina Hendricks at least 3 times now. If you follow me on Instagram, she is amazing. I absolutely love her. She's beautiful. She's a tall, redhead, hourglass built woman. She and I have the same body type, and she is absolutely gorgeous. She carries herself so well and so powerfully, but beautifully and softly, but with a lot of strength at the same time. She's just a very well-balanced character and woman in general, but I just love her. So this look was inspired by all of the women of Mad Men, and yeah, that's it. Oh, I am using my Laura Mercier Face Illuminator. I used 2 shades, and it was Addiction and Devotion. Very beautiful highlighters. They blend out so well. So anybody who's a beginner at using highlighters, or anybody who likes highlighters but doesn't want that overly highlighted look, this is definitely the highlighter for you, because no matter how much you put on, these highlighters melt into the skin. So this is the look. This is it, you guys. I really enjoyed doing this feminine makeup look. I actually did this on IG Live, so you guys got to see that. And I also I've done a couple of looks on IG Live, so if you're not following me on Instagram, you might want to, because you'll get to see some looks before YouTube. But this is the final look, you guys. I absolutely love it, and I hope you guys do too. If you have any questions, if you're new to my channel, if you just found this video because you were looking for feminine makeup, go ahead and leave all your questions in the comment section and I will get to them ASAP, okay? I love you guys. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so that you can be ready for the next video. And I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.